What is up everybody? So today I am doing that Q&A video that I promised last week, so I am super excited to start doing those. I do look a little bit crazy, but I have just come back from the rink and I'm going to do these questions and I'm going to answer them for you right now. So last week I put up a post on my Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me any questions that you wanted me to answer for this video today. I managed to get a few questions, so I'm going to answer those for you guys today. If you have any extra questions, comment down below and I will answer them as soon as this video is up. So the first question that I got is, how long have you been skating? So I've been skating for about 5 years. It's been a really long time that I've been skating. I actually started skating though much earlier than that. I have an ambulance going past my window right now. Thanks. Go save people. They're amazing. Ambrose, full respect. So yeah, I started skating actually in grade 10. So in grade 10 at school we were offered to do a recreational sport in term 4. So I actually chose to do ice skating. So if you go from that start date, I've been skating for about 8 years, around about. But if you go from when I actually started lessons, 5 years. So the next question that I have is, where do you work? So I actually work at Woolworths, which is a grocery store here in Australia. I work as a checkout chick. Primarily with using the self-serve machines at Mudgeeraba. So that's where I work. It's actually a pretty nice store. But yeah, I've worked for Woolworths in general for about 5 years now. Almost 5 years. It's 5 years on Halloween. Yes, I started the day that I had to dress up. Yeah. So the next question I have is, when did you start singing? So I actually started singing when I was about 3 or 4 years old, I think. My sister was the one who got the proper singing lessons. I never got to actually have singing lessons. So most of how I sing is just by mimicking. But yeah, my sister would come home from her singing lessons and she would teach me everything that she learnt that day. So technically I've had singing lessons, but they're not official singing lessons with an actual vocal coach. So my next question is, what is your #1 all-time favorite song to sing and or listen to? My heart, I have so many songs that I love to sing. That's just rude. I can't decide. Can I just say all of them? Can that work? Well, I guess at the moment, in terms of, let's compartmentalize it. Hey, let's do that way. In terms of Serotonin, which is the a cappella group that I'm a part of at my university, and part of that, let's go. Oh God, I can't even do that. I actually love. We're working on 3 songs for our comp set at the moment, and I love all 3 of them. It's such a hard question. Oh my God. If I have to nail it down to 1, I guess a mashup that we're doing, Greedy for Attention. I like that one. For people who are in Serotonin, who might watch this video, you know who I'm talking about. So Greedy for Attention is a mashup between Greedy by Ariana Grande and Attention by Charlie Puth, and I actually really like it. But yeah, I guess in terms of Serotonin, in terms of any other time, it's anything Newsies, anything from Newsies, the Broadway musical. I just love singing the Broadway musical versions. I love them so much. Newsies is just life. So my next question is, what is your number one passion in life? Whew. I guess my number one passion kind of rolls through all my passions. So I love music. That's one of my biggest passions in life, is all of my music. And music rolls through my singing, my dancing, my skating. So yeah, my number one passion in life is definitely my music. Next question I have is, what motivates you? What motivates me for what? If you're like talking about just like every day, I guess, it's being better than I was the day before. So do something different the next day that I didn't do the previous day. Try and, I don't know, be better than I was the day before. Really, when it comes to skating, it's trying something new. It's, I don't know, trying to be a better person than I was the day before, I guess. So yeah, that's a really, really good question and a really hard one to answer. Nice question, yeah. So my next question is, why do you skate? Well, originally I wanted to dance. Unfortunately, my parents couldn't afford to have my sister and myself in more than one thing each. So my sister, when she was growing up, she could do multiple things because she was an only child for about 7.5 years. That's the age difference between her and myself. So she was able to do quite a few things because they had a bit more time to spend with her. When I was born, it was a matter of I could only really have one thing at one time. Because I just couldn't afford the running around and, you know, just multiple things all at once. So I started off with dance, and I did that because I just love to express myself and to perform and have fun. That was a lot to do with my singing as well. When it comes to my skating, it's very much a similar thing. I love to perform and to compete and just to have fun with my skating. I love to try new things, even though I'm scared to try new things a lot of the time. I do my best. But really with my skating, it's become something of mine that I actually feel beautiful when I do it. I feel beautiful and strong and confident, which is something that I don't feel very often. Like at all. A lot of the times I feel very insecure, and I normally am a very shy person, but when I'm skating and when I'm at the rink, I'm this different person. I'm extroverted, I'm excited to skate, and I am so in love with what I'm doing that I just want to keep doing it. It just makes me want to keep doing it because I love this feeling that I can actually be beautiful and amazing on the ice, and compete and make other people smile when I smile, and make someone feel something when I, you know, do a piece that, or do a program rather, that you know, makes you feel something. So I guess that's why I skate. I love to perform, and I love to make people smile. And the last question I have for you guys today, or from you guys today, is why did you choose Adayas over Jacksons? Okay, so why I chose Adayas over Jacksons. So I had 2 pairs of Jacksons. I had just a normal rec skate, and then I had the Jackson Mystiques. Both I found were too wide for my foot. And I just wasn't comfortable in them. They were causing me a lot of pain when it comes to skating, which isn't that great. It's not a good thing to be in pain. You're supposed to be comfortable. So I didn't want to go with Jacksons again, because I know I've had 2 different types of boots now, and one's just a rec skate and that one's giving me pain. So clearly it's not going to be something that's actually going to work for me. So I decided to look at other brands. So I was looking at Rydell's, I was looking at Harlix at one point. Harlequins are very expensive because they are a custom boot. And then I was also looking at Adayas. So as you guys know, I did get Adaya Overtures at one point, but unfortunately my foot outgrew them, so I couldn't wear them anymore, which sucks. I'm trying to sell them at the moment to get some more money back from them. So I was a bit reluctant to go with Adayas again, but I also knew that maybe it was just a different sizing that I needed for my skates, so I should be fine with them when I actually, get around to getting them. So I do have my skates and I love them so much with the Adayas. They hug my foot. I actually feel really confident and really secure in the boot, which is something I don't feel on my Jacksons at all. I actually went skating on them again today, and I even started doing some jumps. So I started doing some 3 jumps, just 3 jumps, never, not toe loops or not salcos or anything at this stage, just trying to work my way up to those. And I actually felt super secure and super, like I was confident in my landings, and I didn't feel like I was gonna slip or fall or anything like that. They were actually really comfortable, so makes me very happy about that. So yeah, that was the main reason why I went for Adayas. I have heard some amazing things about Adayas. I've heard some not so amazing things about Adayas. Some of the not so amazing things I've heard is that they're too narrow for some people, that some people have had stress fractures wearing them. Which didn't exactly make sense to me. Why would you have stress fractures from wearing a boot unless the boot is not suited for you? So it's taken me a little bit to get used to these boots. They are a lot more snug than my Mystiques, but the weight difference was also some of the good aspects I'd heard about the Adayas, and it's true. I don't know exactly how much lighter they are, but they are much lighter than my Mystiques, which is actually quite surprising since the Mystiques are supposed to be the beginner level, entry level Jacksons. I also did some research on the Mystiques after when I was buying my Adayas. It actually turns out they're not supposed to be worn by adult beginners. So I've been wearing the wrong boots the whole time anyway. So that I was a little bit annoyed about. So the Adayas go by stiffness percentages. So on the Adaya rating, the Mystiques are about a 20% stiffness, and the Adayas the Ice Flies are a 90% stiffness. So it's a massive jump I've gone for, but it's actually the one that has made me feel the most secure in my skating. So yeah, as much as I've heard good and bad things about the Adayas, the good things kind of outweighed the bad things. Like they're lighter on your feet, you're closer to the ice, you can feel a lot more of what you're doing. That is very true. From the few skates I've had on them, I can definitely feel what I'm doing on the ice. It's actually really good. But yeah, it's kind of the pros outweighed the cons. Thank you guys for sending through all those questions. They were amazing. A few of them were very difficult to answer, so I hope I've given you some sort of insight into that. So I will see you very soon with another video coming up next week, and I am super excited for it. Hope you guys will be too. Whew, let's see. So I will see you then. Catch ya!